a lot of people actually don't know what to do with e-waste. That's probably the biggest problem, not just in India, but world over. Just to give you one small factoid, probably. Sometime in 2019, I think just about 17% of the e-waste in the world was believed to be recorded. And even that was worth about $10 billion. So there's a lot of wealth there, but we just don't know how to crack it. And probably that's what we're talking about this session. I've got my speakers here, and I'll start with Vikram, who's from Recykal. They're a marketplace. Okay, tell me, Vikram, give us an idea as to what Recykal is doing. First, the problem that you're trying to solve, and how are you going about it?
So, Recykal is a tech startup. We are building solutions for digitizing the waste flows across the product life cycle, starting from production, distribution, consumption, and disposal. So what you talked about marketplace is a disposal problem in terms of when material is being sold. Then where exactly should it go is what marketplace does. But when it comes to actually waste flows, the problem starts right at the production level in terms of any electronics which we use or any production that happens, there is a large scale waste which gets generated. And traditionally what happens is the books of accounts, the traditional digitization that has happened, only values like whatever is a raw material, like finished goods, products which go into inventory. Whatever is waste is never going into the books. So it is never digitized once it becomes waste.
I think what what he says is, for some product to reach you, there's a fantastic supply chain. From how raw material is mined or produced, the factories that it goes through, the warehouses, the retail shops, and finally you buy it off the shelf. But then when something is leaving you, to go back into that chain, that nothing exists. There is no reverse supply chain, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So what are you doing about it?
So the reverse supply chains need to be built.
Need to be built?
Yeah. Today we are, as a humanity, consuming about 100 billion tons of materials every year.
Okay.
And
listen to this, 100 billion
tons of material is extracted, is used every year, out of which about 8% is recycled material, remaining 92% is extracted out of Earth's core.
Wow.
So, and that, like actually the example which I was giving you about gold, right? If you continue using the gold at the current pace, 17 years, we are out of gold from the Earth's core.
Okay, so here's the other number. There are 52,000 tons of gold resources in the earth. And if we mine at the rate of about 3,000 tons a year, we will have gold reserves to last us 17 years. But from 1 million mobile phones, you can get about 24 kilograms of gold. From 1 million mobile phones, you can get 24 grams of gold. 24 kilos of gold. The Hatti Gold Mines Company, which is the only primary producer of gold in India, it's in Karnataka, by the way, I think they extract about 6 grams from 1 ton of rock. So it's clearly, it's something
and
big.
You just put the perspective of mobile phones. We are a billion mobile phones country, right? Like in the sense, we're using so many smartphones as such, per se. And if you're looking at the life cycle of mobile phone, about 3 years, so you're talking about billion phones coming into the market, becoming e-waste. In a few years, kind of, and there's so much material to be mined from there. Gold is the smallest amount of material because it's about 20 milligrams in a phone.
Yes.
But when it comes to other materials, other metals, copper, like silver and everything else, it's much higher.